Let's move on to Nintendo. Rumors are going around. Oh, well, first of all, we have to congratulate Wombat for predicting that the NES Classic was going to be discontinued immediately, which it was. And we can also congratulate Shipwreck for agreeing with Wombat. And we can shame myself for disagreeing.
That's okay.
You don't want to rub it in?
Nope.
Oh, that's very gracious of you.
Well, I'm a nice guy. I'm not you.
I take back what I said about you being gracious. So the rumor going around now from Eurogamer is that they're making an SNES Classic.
Yep.
And that's why the NES Classic was discontinued.
And get it while they're hot, because I'm sure there's going to be one production run, and that'll be the end of it.
This is just another marketing thing, right? They don't really care.
Well, this is what I think happened.
Yes, tell me.
I think that this is based on nothing. So the classic NES, they announce it. It gets a huge press push. People won't stop talking about it. Nintendo probably heard every day from people asking, when is it going to be out? When am I going to be able to buy it? And then it came out and it was this huge thing. And I'm sure the buzz was so big that someone walked into Mr. Nintendo's office and said, this thing is huge. We need to make the same thing, but for the Super Nintendo. And he was like, all right, let's do it. And this was, before the Switch was out. Then the whole NES Classic thing happens, and then and people are buying them, and they can't find them, and they can't make them fast enough. And then the Switch comes out, and they exactly what I said previously. They don't want that thunder stolen by the classic NES, so they discontinue that. So the Switch gets all the attention, but they forgot that they had already ordered this SNES to be made.
I like this theory.
And they already started production on it, so they already have them. So in order to cover their losses, they have to sell these things that they've already contracted to make. That's why I think there's only going to be this limited production run, because they're only going to do the one that's already been contracted for, and that's it. Because basically, I think they just forgot that they were going to make it, and it was too late to stop.
I don't know if I buy that they just forgot.
No, I like Wombat's theory.
You like that?
It's pretty entertaining.
Just forgot.
Not forgot so much as they realized too late that it was probably something they didn't want to do.
I mean, it doesn't hurt Nintendo, certainly, to have a news story going around that their products are in demand and sort of unattainable for most people. That can't really, it gets them in the news.
It hurts when it's not the product that Nintendo wants to be selling.
Well, but they can do both.
The price point is very different.
The price point is very different. I think they might charge $80 for this if they're actually going to do it. I think they at least $80.
Let's make some money. Let's make
simply because
some real
people
money.
will still buy them at that price.
Sure.
Yeah, and they can say that they value their SNES games at a higher cost than the NES games. It's an easy sell for $20
reasonable.
more. Yeah. But I think a lot of the NES Classic just happened because the Wii U was so bad. Like, I think they had manufacturing plants under contract. They had assembly lines in place. They weren't making Wii U's because nobody was buying Wii U's. And so they came up with something that could keep them their supply line under contract, and keep everybody happy and have something that was a hot holiday item.
And they forgot.
Sure. I don't think they forgot. I don't know that they necessarily need to make the SNES Classic this year, but why not?
Yeah. Couldn't hurt.
They already signed the contracts.
No, that's
like, crap.
I completely agree with you that it is contract related. That would be my theory.
I'm glad I do this show. I learn a lot.
So
it's worthwhile.
Yes, there's a grain of truth in my silliness, and I do think that yes, I am with Shipwrecked. I think there is something with manufacturing and contractual agreements, and I bet if they could go back in time, they probably would just not do the whole thing. But that's my personal take on it. but
Well,
we'll see.
I would be a fool to argue with you for a second time to disagree.
And I doubt. Like, there's theories that the NES Classic was discontinued because it was interfering with production of the Switch, and I don't think that's true at all. They wouldn't be on the same like facility line of manufacturing. They don't use the same components. They're really not competing against each other.
That's not quite how assembly lines work.
Right. They're not competing with each other for manufacturing time, the Switch and the NES Classic.
All right. At Dark Gothic Fate? Asks Fate, yes, of course. Asks, what else will the clairvoyant Wombat predict will happen this year?
My wife will get me a birthday present that I'm going to have to pretend I like.
Hope she's still not in the same room.
She might be. I'm sure she heard that and is mad at me now.
Well, it's not going to be a Switch.
No. Nope.
That's nice of Nintendo for everybody to know that they're not getting a Switch for their birthday right now.
It's just a shame that Scorpios aren't out yet.
Yeah, that is
Although
true.
I guess I'd need a TV to play that on. So I guess I could ask for a TV.
Good luck.
Yeah, I know. So she could laugh at me and go, no, really, what do you want?
She's going to get you a 40-inch TV to celebrate your 40th birthday.
There you go.
How's your Switch doing, Cheapy?
Oh, it's switching the hell out of everything right now. I mean, it's sitting in the dock. I'm doing nothing with it. I put the screensaver on it, though.
In the dock to the TV.
Or screen protector, rather. How's yours doing?
I Blaster Master still a little bit.
Uh-huh.
I don't know. There's not a lot out for this thing. It has a lot of indie games now, but they're all stuff that I've played elsewhere or am playing elsewhere.
You got Splatoon 2 coming soon.
In the summer, right?
And Mario Kart.
Yep. And Mario Kart.
Soon.
I would probably get that. I think I might buy that.
I think you should.
Oh, why not? You have the console sitting there.
I just read though, a guy from Polygon posted that you can't use the what's it called when you take the two Joy-Cons and you stick them on that brick to make like a square-shaped controller.
Ridiculous.
Yeah, you can't do that with that game. You have to use it you have to use a Pro controller or the Joy-Cons horizontally, the little mini handbrakers.
That's so weird. Why?
I don't know. They really want you to buy a $70 Pro controller or a...
But you can also use this, like, they're selling like the Wii wheels for this thing.
Maybe
you
you're
can
supposed
also control it that way.
Well, maybe you could do that. You could put the Joy-Cons in a wheel. Maybe they want you. I don't know. But I didn't play the other one, so I am interested.
I literally have not taken the Joy-Cons off of my Switch since I put them on there when I took it out of the box.
Oh, I have to play snipper clips.
My whatever the little straps are that you attach to the Joy-Cons and whatever that middle piece is like that you were talking about, those are still in the wrapper in my Switch box. I have no plans on changing that anytime soon.
Yeah, I'm not using those grips or whatever. The not the grips, the wrist straps. That's lame. I'd rather have it go through my TV than put those on.
Nintendo also announced the new extended battery packs you can buy for your Joy-Cons.
Mm-hmm.
Did you see those?
Mm-mm.
Oh, yeah, you can put like two, I think it's AA batteries in there. It makes your Joy-Cons fat. It also introduces a new locking mechanism.
Perfect.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I like the Pro controller.
Yeah. Nintendo had a Direct since the last time we had a show.
They did. It didn't seem that exciting.
It had new information on all the stuff that we knew was coming out. They like firmed up some release dates, that type of stuff. And then for the most part, yeah, they just announced a lot of indie games were coming.
And Payday.
Well, Payday's an indie game, right?
No, it's 50. I don't know. Not really.
Yeah, I think their first one was, right?
Yeah,
And then
505, I think, publishes that,
Yeah.
right?
Yep.
Payday. A lot of people looking to play Payday 2 on their Switch. That seems unlikely to me. Well,
Maybe it's the only type of that game for the Switch currently. So
love to see the sales numbers on that. Sales number. I mean,